Hey, kia ora, Helen Brahms here, coming live from Sun City in Arizona. Hope you've all had a super fantastic, sparkling, thankful Thursday. How has your Thursday been? What are you most grateful for today? What happened that you are showing appreciation? And remember, show appreciation in all situations, no matter what's going on. There's always something you can be grateful for. Today we had a great day in training. It was awesome. Oh my gosh, my eyes are gone all red again. Ugh. Gonna get off the computer after oh no, I've got a homework I need to do. Got an assignment due tomorrow. And I have to finish writing up my research and everything. That's gonna be fun because I gotta do those citation things. But I'm grateful I get the chance to practice them. So anyway, I know I hate doing citations, but I am grateful that I have the opportunity to practice. So today we dove a little deeper and, talking about things like what happens when you come up with people who you've got two people of the same name around the same age. How do you find out which, and when you're researching one of, and you're supposed to be researching one of them, but the second one pops up and it's all like, which one's which? And then you're going through different information like census records, tax records, deeds, all of this sort of thing. You're going through those records and these two names keep popping up. They're in the same area. They're around the same age and who's who. So we learned about how to do that, which I'd already previously learned, but it's always good to refresh because you always learn new things, which is always good. And I do my little chart at the top and fill it in as to what bits and pieces I get, what bits of information I get and all of that sort of thing. So it was really cool. And we got to do that. And then we got to learn about law and genealogy. US has so many different things. I mean, you've got federal law, state law, county / parish / region / district law. Then you have city and town laws as well. I mean, it's like this big filtering down. And I'm like thinking, this is so freaking complicated. So I am grateful that we have things like family history. So we have family history search where we can go to their website, we can go to their wiki page on a particular county, town, parish, state. So we start at state level and they tell us these records are kept at state level, these ones are kept at district level, these ones are kept at town level. And so it helps a lot. Because me getting tied up in that law, I was sort of like, oh my gosh. Because there are laws that we do have to follow as genealogists on, which is why we have this cool little book, Genealogy Standards, because in here it tells you how to put things together, what to do when you're doing research, what to do with this to help keep everything above board and all that sort of thing. So, but then also knowing too that at certain levels, in some states you can get birth, marriage, and death records sooner than you can in other states. In some states, the person has to be at least, been born at least 100 years ago before you can access any birth certificate information online. To get it before that, you've got to go and there'll be different forms and stuff that you have to fill out for the state level to be able to go and apply for those certificates and documentation and everything. So having to learn all of that, and I'm sort of like, I am so glad we have a computer and that I can go to the wiki page on Family Search and go, where do I find these records? And they've got it all written there, and I'm like, awesome. I know it's cheating a little bit, but time. It's all it gets down to time. We had a really good presentation today from the pro-genealogists who work with Ancestry. That was really interesting, learning the different things that they get up to, the different projects that they work on as genealogists, as well as taking on clients for Ancestry, because there's a place you can go and hire genealogists through Ancestry. And it was just really interesting to learn about the professional genealogists from that side, where you're actually working for a company. That was really cool. It was a great presentation. They had some people who have been there less than a year to a guy who'd been there with them for 12 years and all talking about their different experiences and where they started when they first arrived and where they are now. And that was really, really cool. So, I love the fact that we get to get exposed to things like this so that we know that there's more options out there. And somebody just found her squeaky toy. Come here, bring it here. Thank you. It's lost its fur. The fur casing for this is now sitting up in her bed. And as you can see, she started on the next layer of destroying. But these things underneath, they're like everlasting things. They just don't stop. I'm getting cleared out. You can have it back as soon as I get offline, okay? You want to come sit up here? Come up, say hi. Yeah, you want this? There we go. There you go. You gonna come say hi? Yeah? You need to put your head up? Or do I have to see if I can tilt the monitor a little bit? Oh, there we go. We kind of got you in there. Come on, up. Nope. What are we going to have for dinner tonight? Do you want lamb? Hey, what's this? What's this? Up. Up. Come on. Up. Sit pretty. Come on. You can do that. Good girl. Good girl. Have it this way. Good girl. Good girl. You going to say hi? You go, hi, Mom's making me sit pretty and I really don't want to. That look on her face. You can have it back in a minute, okay? You can sit there and keep an eye on it. Okay, good girl. So yes, it was really good learning about the different laws and things and how some states are a little more protective than others as far as information goes. And it was just a really cool thing. So now I've got to finish my homework and I've got to get all those citations done. And of course, rather than doing them as I go, I have left them till the end, but at least I have a document that has where I got the information from. So it's going to be easier for me to be able to pop back and access that information again. So I can then work on the citations. I know I should have done them as I went. It would have been a heck of a lot easier. But yeah, I can't prove I cannot find the ship that my second great grandmother came from Australia to New Zealand on. I can't find her on any passenger list anywhere with her kids or a husband. I found one site that told me he was on a ship, and when I looked at the shipping list, at the passenger list, he wasn't even on there. And I'm like, you told me he's on there and he's not on there. So yeah, so I know that she lived in New Zealand. Put it this way, I know that she was in Australia because she got off the ship in Australia. I have that arrival record. I do not have her departing Australia for New Zealand. And I know that she was in New Zealand because like her first 3 or 4 children were born in Australia and the rest of them were born in New Zealand. So at some point she moved over there. I cannot find the records that said that she did. So it's kind of like, I know that she did it, but I can't, I know that she did it. I know where she's buried. The only thing that missing link is, how did she get to New Zealand in 1874? It's either 1874 or 1875, because her, she had a son that was born like May, I think it was, of May of 1874, and then her first child in New Zealand was born in June of 1875. So it's like somewhere in that 13-month cycle, they packed up the family and moved them to New Zealand, and I can't find any records stating that. So that's kind of a missing link in my story for my second great grandmother. So I'm going to have to see if I can find things in other ways, like looking at the shipping list that I know that the husband is listed on, and see if there's any other families that may have written journals or something like that. So thinking outside the box, who could have written a journal about that? So anyway, I'm out of here. I have to go play with the pup. Okay, there you go. I have to go play with the pup and get some dinner. So have a super fantastic sparkling evening. We'll catch you bright and early tomorrow morning for Fun Friday. Yay, it's Friday tomorrow. Oh my gosh, this week is kind of flown by. But anyway, go have a super fantastic sparkling evening, and we'll catch you guys back here for Fun Friday tomorrow morning. Hey, Conetta.